Hi, this is Vicki from Learning Home Volunteers, and welcome back to our learning session on family gatherings. If last week was about families, then this week is all about getting ready for the gathering itself. So let's get started. With any celebration, it is lovely to have a centerpiece for the table to look at before the food is served. And when you have a young artist in residence like your children, it's nice to show off their craft to your family. So we're going to have them make a pine cone turkey for the centerpiece. And I've seen these done a lot of different ways. Here's one where they're painting the cone scales different colors to represent the feathers on the turkey. Or they have seen it done with fall leaves to represent the feathers. Or pipe cleaners to represent the feathers. Or paper feathers to represent the feathers. But we decided we would use some real feathers. And ours are going to look like this. Have the child check out the feathers. They're incredibly soft, but they have this kind of solid piece in the middle. And when you're getting and working on your turkey to go in the oven, you might show them where the feathers would have gone and where they are on their turkey fran. So we can't wait to see what your child and which approach they do to make their own turkey. And of course, we always love seeing pictures. Activity number 5 is placemats, and a placemat has been provided for your child. It seems like it would be lovely to decorate it and maybe create some for your other family members. The one that we provided has both English and Spanish names for the various items that would be included in a place setting. A fork, a knife, a plate, a glass. With a mat like this, your child could help you set the table for the gathering. And how nice would that be? Activity number 6 is about making food. So while we're waiting for the main menu meal pieces to be ready, like the turkey and the oven, your little ones could actually create or prepare hors d'oeuvres. And inside your box, you will find some cheese sticks and some toothpicks. So using a regular dinner knife, obviously not sharp, but one that you would put butter on toast, your little one can cut the cheese into small chunks and then put a toothpick in each chunk and then serve them to their waiting guests. This is a little task that is going to be great cutting practice with a knife, which they need, and great fine motor work, like putting those toothpicks in the cheese, and will help those hands get ready for writing. So enjoy. Continuing with our making food, a traditional side dish to a Thanksgiving dinner is mashed potatoes. They are easy to make, and then other than eating them, children love to mash the potatoes, which is actually why we included them in the session. To start, you want to have the children wash and dry the potatoes. Then you want to fill a pot of cold water and put a generous amount of salt in the water. It should taste like salt water, like seawater. Next, the adults should cut the potatoes into 1 to 2 inch chunks. And if you don't like the peel, you can have the child peel the potatoes. Once all the potatoes are in the pot, put the pot on the stove with the burner on high and keep it on high until the water boils. Once the pot has gotten to a boil, reduce the heat until it just simmers, little bubbles at a time. And then check from time to time to see if the potatoes are ready by piercing the potato with a fork. If it is easy to pierce, the potatoes can be taken off the heat, drain the water from the potatoes, and then pour them into a bowl. If the potatoes aren't too hot, you can have the child start mashing them either with a masher or a fork. Once they are mashed, they will look kind of like this, chunky. And now it's time to add the butter, salt, and pepper to taste, and just a little bit of milk to make it silky. If they've gotten too cold or cool because the child took a long time to mash them, you can always reheat them in the microwave. And if this is the first time that your child has had mashed potatoes, we would love to know whether they think yummy or no, not yummy. Activity number 7. Well, after dinner, when the family is sitting around, it's a great time to play a game or talk about your family. We've included a sheet with some ideas of topics of conversation. Children at this age really like to hear about your childhood and what your mom thought of you or your sister thought of you. So you can ask questions. They could ask questions like, "What was your favorite game to play when you were a child?" Or how would you celebrate your birthday? Or who was your best friend and what did you do? What was your favorite color then? Any of these will help build the family legend. It'll be a great way for children to kind of rethink about you, not only at this age, but when you were a child too. Finally, activity number 8, we've included a game that you might play. It's actually really simple and fun. It's called Mouse Color Game, and the colored corks with the strings are the mice. And on what you want to do is on the table or the floor, you arrange the color mice in a circle with the tails out. And then you'll find a dice or a cube that has different colors. So someone rolls the dice, and let's say the dice shows red. Everyone would try to get the red mouse. And whoever gets it gets to keep that mouse. And then we'd roll again for a different color until all the mice are gone. If you're playing to win, not a cooperative game, the person with the most mice wins. From all of us at Learning Home Volunteers, our staff, our donors, we want to wish you and yours a happy Thanksgiving. We are so grateful that we have come to know you and your family, and we wish you a wonderful holiday and hope that you have a great Thanksgiving with yours.